as a champion. I've still got 5 weeks left with that status, so we're going to try and enjoy it. But I think I want to give a personal message on this morning. An important message, I think, that hopefully will touch most of you that are here. The building of things, the start of things, the development of things is a very precious time. And 11.5 years ago, I found my way to Supersport United. They were a team that were lying 17th in an 18 league table with 10 games to play. And we were looking down the barrel of relegation. Times were bleak and there wasn't a lot of happiness at the club. And if I look back 11 years down the line, as a football club, we've made 7 cup finals, won 3 of them, and we made history by winning the league championship 3 years in a row. And when I look at it from November 1999, when I first came across Tommy in the Supersport offices, and I look back now and I see how hard it was to build, how hard it was to build something from scratch, and how rewarding it's been to look back over the decade and see a record of achievement that sits proudly as high as anything that's been achieved in South African football for a young club like ours. And that brings us to this relationship with Rama City, because there's a lot of comparisons and there's a lot of similarities and there's a lot of lessons that you can learn in the building of something. Whether that something is building a football club, building a business, building a city, the fundamental principles are the same. And I'd like to share with you some of those principles from a Supersport United side and what hopefully we can learn from that together as we start our partnership that will hopefully go years into the future and be something very special for us, the football club, and for you, the community, and the other potential that lies around us. I think for us as a team to come to really barren landscape like this that is just filled with promise and filled with potential and filled with opportunity, that is something that really, really switches on our buttons, because we came from that. We came from a club that when I joined there were 33 players on the staff. 30 of them were white. Glenn Salmon counted as one of those, and he's back. We had a sprinkling of representation of the community that we wanted to be. We weren't where we wanted to be as a football club. We weren't in touch with our communities. We weren't in touch with the media. We weren't in touch with the technical and scientific side of the game. We were in a dark place. And we built. And it took us 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. We saw nothing for our efforts. Absolutely nothing. There were times in 2000, 2001, 2002 where we were just trying to add together, could we win 2 games in a row? That was our goal. That was the level of our ambition at that time. We just wanted to try and win 2 games in a row. And slowly we got that milestone, and then we won 3 in a row, and we won 4 in a row. And from November 2009 until September 2004, we won nothing. Absolutely nothing. In that time, we played 5 extra time cup shootouts. We lost all 5 on penalties or golden goals. And I was convinced we were cursed. I thought it could not be that we could be this unlucky. But we kept on and we persisted through the tough times. And that's a very strong message that I want to send to you, to Rama City. As you're building and as you're growing, sometimes it's difficult to see progress in the beginning. It looks slow. It looks like, what's going on here? We're not making the breakthrough. We just want to get to the next level faster, because we all got that burning fire in our hearts, where we want to see something and we want to see it now. But that's not what true building takes place. You all know the saying, Rome was not built in a day. So certainly Rama can also not be built in a day. And my message, the first message to you, is to have patience and have persistence, because it will be a long time before you make the breakthrough. But when the breakthrough comes, you doesn't rain, it pours. And it's what happened for us. For 4.5 years of dry, barren spell of nothing but bad luck and underachievement, where we really looked at each other so hard. I can go back with the people that have shared that journey, who have been over the decade, Coltrane and Webster and Joe and Freddie and Tommy, guys that are still with us today. They know the pain that we had, because we never saw that success was going to come to us. But we did one thing properly. We kept doing the right thing. And we knew if we do the right thing, we keep doing the right thing, do the right thing, do the right thing. Don't get caught up in petty politics. Don't get caught up in personal side agendas. Stay focused on the prize. And the prize came. And when it came for us, it came 5 cup finals in a row, which was a domestic record. When it came for us, it came 3 league championships in a row, a domestic record. These are things that we're proud of. But if we had given up along the way, if we had allowed ourselves to question in the 4.5 years that we were building, we wouldn't have the record of achievement that we have today. So the first message, please, people, is you must persevere and be patient, because it doesn't happen quick. And I'm only talking about one small football club, one small project, one team out of 32 in the NSL, one team, 4.5 years it took us to make a breakthrough. How much more so a city? How much more so all the wide variety of angles that you as Rama City are starting to build? And we're very excited to come in at ground level with you from dusk and build with you until you're one of the most special and vibrant communities in the country as our partners. I think the second thing that I need to make mention of is that you can have the ground, you can have the resources. If you don't have the people, the right people, you can't make your vision come true. And that's one of the things that has impressed us so much in our short time, the last few months since we've been researching this Rama project and looking at the potential for the future, not just as a supporters club, but as real stakeholders within our football club, as partners, where we can have a win-win relationship. We've been impressed by the people. We've been impressed by Henrik and his passion for the community, his passion to see things come right beyond sport. We have to talk sport, but Henrik has been pushing the people, has been pushing the community, has been pushing further facilities. He's not just happy for a training ground, a training center for a football club. He also wants a sports and recreation center and a multi-purpose center and recreation programs and trained development officers and a real vibrant vision that we can buy into, and buy into easy, because we've been down that road and we know what it takes. So to you, Henrik, and to your committee, we wouldn't be here today if we didn't have faith and trust in you and in the people that you've surrounded yourself with, from every element, from the project planning, the architectural drawings that we've seen, the tough times that you've gone through in terms of the red tape and the bureaucracy, and some of the fight that you still need to fight, and which we will fight with you as partners, because we're together. So if you have that vision and you have that strategy and you have that plan and you put the right people in place, which we believe that we have the right team of people here at Rama that we can build with, people that are looking beyond self-interest and looking at something long-term, something that will last, something that will be special. And we want to be a part of that. So I'd like to say on this special morning that we should look back on this morning and remember in pride that we came here and there was very humble surroundings. And we want to keep humble. I must tell you that speaking on the back of 3 championship wins, and then speaking like this morning on the back of weakness, really, because we're not where we want to be in the league. We haven't had the season that we've wanted to have. Every person here, in this corner here, starting with me and my whole team, we feel deep pain inside, because we know that we haven't done ourselves justice. And we haven't performed to the level that we're capable of. But in a way, there's something very humbling about that process, because it speaks to truth. And it speaks to each one of us, because when you're winning, it's easy. The momentum and the tide carries you. And you find that you don't have to row the boat as hard as you were rowing before, because the momentum is taking you. And we slack off a little bit. We have to be honest in our hearts of hearts and say, maybe we could have done a little bit better. Maybe we could do a little bit more. But when the going gets tough, that's when you really start to see the character of people. It's easy when you're winning. It's easy to be buddies when you're winning. But when the going gets tough, and you can't find a win for love or money, and every goalkeeper we play against is man of the match, and every seeming line call that we get is not a good one, a red card, a penalty against us, no penalties for us. It's like the world looks bad for us. At that time of darkness is the greatest opportunity. And every great business, every great leader, every great businessman in the world, who you read their autobiography, you read the business books, you see the case studies, and you will see that out of hopelessness and despair comes greatness. And I know that my team has got character. And I know that it's been tough for us. 3 years in a row we've had a pre-season that starts in the middle of June. People forget. There's no other club that's carried that kind of workload through a World Cup year and really pushed ourselves hard. We have got character. We are champions for a reason, and we will not lose that champion spirit. We might lose people on the way. The ones who've lost their hunger, they won't survive. Because you have to reinvent yourself every day that you wake up. Every day is a new day. Today is a new day. I think about only one thing. I think about Santos on Saturday night, and I think about the 500 Rama people that are going to come and support us. And get behind the team, and I promise you that my team will play their hearts out, will die in the cause, because Saturday night is the biggest game for us. We know that, and we feel it. And we don't care what happened yesterday or the day before or the day before, because like champions, it means nothing tomorrow. We can only count on today. And I'm saying to you, to my team, at the same time as the Rama community, let's pull it together, let's show what we're made of, because we have that championship spirit. You don't get to be 3 times champions through luck. And luck has deserted us a little bit this year, and some of our work rate might have deserted us a little bit this year, but it's now the finishing touches. It's 4 games, and I still see top 8 for us, because it's possible. And as long as it's possible, I believe in my team that they can do it. I believe in the leadership of this club. I believe that I've got the best head coach in the country. I believe I've got the best technical team, and I believe I've got the best players. So I hope that message also comes through loud and clear for Rama, because we believe in you, we believe in your leadership, and we wouldn't be here today to make a fuss beyond the supporters club at the potential that exists in this community, and with the spirit and the passion that we've seen, because that's